Get ready. In a world where two meme coins collide. All right, guys, welcome back to the Crypto Report. I am Crypto Kip, guys. The drama, it's real. It's palpable, as you might want to say. It's palpable. You can feel it in the air, and there's a space going on right now that actually I wanted to watch. I should have gone live after that space, but I got to do some dinner with my wife, so I'm live because this is the time that I have to do it. Unfortunately, I'm missing the space right now with Elder Carl, but you know what? It sounds like there's just a bunch of attacks going on, and the emotions are high right now. So in this space, the good news is you've got one voice to focus on, and I'm going to focus, and then, by the way, all love to Elder Carl and everybody that's in those spaces right now. I think it's important to have a conversation, but the tensions are high today, so, you know, we're just doing our regular video, and I want to tell you guys where my minds are at, and if that space is recorded, I'm going to go back and watch that space and listen to it because I want to know what's going on. And there's been some other spaces, like Oscar Ramos had a space earlier today that I couldn't be in. I just wasn't available. But, you know, I wanted to be and I couldn't be. And anyway, I listened back to that. That was a good space. And so very interesting what's going on. For those of you guys that have no idea what I'm talking about, Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, you better be on Twitter. Today, guys, we're going to talk about everything in crypto, go through some big stories, but we're going to focus. We're going to focus in on the Cronos meme space. I've been getting some DMs. I've been getting a lot of questions on Twitter, publicly and private. And you know, there's a lot of emotions running high right now because I know that a lot of people are making some big bets with these memes. And there was a big issue that happened over the last 24 hours. So there's discussions happening right now on Twitter spaces that honestly, I wish I was kind of listening to right now. But you know what? We'll go back to it in the end. Guys, here's the deal. There has been, and I'm actually gonna take the music because the music ain't the mood. It's a very serious mood today. There's a lot of hate going around. Okay. Kim says, "I'm here to make money, not become a part of a mob. People fall in love with one coin and go crazy." Yes, Kim, you're exactly right. Mob mentality is just. It's just savage, right? It's fun to have fun on memes, but when the fun becomes like this cultism, and guys, I'm not just talking about one coin here. Let me be very clear. I'm not talking about one in particular token. I'm talking about each respective community, okay? Okay, oh, they threw the first rock. I threw the first rock. This person threw the first. Forget who threw the rocks. Everybody's throwing rocks now, okay? And two wrongs don't make a right. My grandma taught me that, okay? That's just how it is. And so what do we need to do to see your token, your friend's token, the entire CROFam token, you know, the entire CROFam Cronos community tokens succeed? Well, we're going to need to see some healthy behavior in the space. And today we're not. And look, guys, this is not, you know, it's interesting because now I'm talking about this and like people just get this whole feeling today. And then people are, you know, forget the memes altogether. And I think that there's some fear and there's sell-offs across the entire market today because of the attitude in the room. And, you know, in this room, in this video, I'm going to bring the positivity, but we're going to talk about, you know, some of the facts as we've seen them. So let's get into it, guys. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. Welcome back, everybody. And, you know, I put out a poll today, a very simple poll. Can't we all just get along, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? 8% of you guys said no. You know, and to the 8% of you that said no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way. And hopefully, you know, we can find a path forward as a community. You know, there's many projects. I want as many of them to succeed as possible because if they don't succeed, that means people are losing money, and I don't like when people lose money. I want everybody to make money, but in reality, you know that doesn't happen in crypto, right? There are people that make money. There are people that lose money. There are people that lose money on a project that keeps going up. There are people that make money on a project that's going down. It happens every which way. So this is why whenever you're playing with memes, and you got to realize these are extremely risky assets. the emotions are 10 times higher than if you were playing with a Stacks or a Bitcoin or an Ethereum, because the market caps are smaller, the volatility is higher, and there's a lot of people that like to YOLO into those things, which is why we say don't invest more than you're willing to lose. Do your own research, and let's talk all about it. So let's see what we got going on. For those of you who watched the show Lost back in the day, I did, but we're all here now, and God knows how long we're going to be here. But if we can't live together, we're all going to die alone. That is a great quote. Kelvin, did you know that off the top of your head? How many times did you see that show? That was a great show. They lost me at the end of the thing, but yes, Jack. Are you Jack in this scenario, Kelvin? I guess I'm trying to be Jack, but Jack goes crazy at some point in the show, so maybe I don't want to be Jack. He's a little nuts in that show. But smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Welcome back. This week, I'm actually going to get to go down to Austin, Texas with my partner on this channel, Black C. You may or may not see his face for the first time. I'll leave that up to him. But we are staying in an Airbnb with Oscar Ramos, Zach Humphreys, Austin Hilton. We may or may not be going to this karate combat run by George from Cryptos R Us. I might get a chance to meet George. Who knows? Even like Joe Rogan's going to this karate combat thing, which is crazy, in Austin, Texas. So you never know who you're going to meet at these things, which is why, actually Oscar Ramos reached out his hand. He said, hey, do you guys want to come down? Are you guys going to come down to this thing? You should come down to this thing. And I said, well, maybe we will. He's like, you could maybe stay in this place with us. And I said, let me see what I could do. And after a beautiful discussion with my wife, Miss Crypto Kip, we figured it out. We made it happen. And here we are going to Austin, Texas to this consensus conference. I'm very excited. And might have some collaborative content coming up with you guys. So never know who you're going to meet there. So be very active on Twitter. Shorter videos. We'll be doing some different kind of content for you guys down in Austin. Nothing too crazy, but different kind of content for sure. Less screen sharing capabilities while we're in Austin Thursday, Friday. So just get ready for that. Ethan, yeah, I don't know. You're going to have to ask Black C. We'll see. Hey, Khan says, your Nordic guys hope for North going charts. Me too, my brother. Me too. Calvin says he wants to be Sawyer. He's cool. I want to be Sawyer too, Calvin. I like Sawyer, except for all the bad parts, because each of those characters has some problems in the show, Anyway, let's get into the charts. Okay, so we've got Bitcoin coming up today, which is beautiful. This morning it was lower. Today it's now starting to go higher. We had a little sell-off this morning, kind of getting a recovery right now. Trying to get back above 69, hopefully. But we're still in that range. And let me note something for you guys. And we're just going to go over the overall market. We'll get into the Cronos memes and divulge into some meme coin degens here later on. I know we got to get into the meat and potatoes about what happened overnight with the MERY token. I've got a lot more thoughts on that than I did even in my video this morning, because just frankly, having heard some more arguments laid out from a variety of folks, and I just want to be very candid with you guys on all of it. But let's focus in. So Bitcoin is doing the thing, guys. I counted them up today, so this is accurate. 85 days. I was close. I said 86 days is what I had in here, but it's been 85 days since Bitcoin has wicked above its 2021 high, okay? And that happened back, earlier this year. So it's been 85 days since we've wicked above the previous high, but we have not gone to that parabolic breakout rally yet. Black C and I both agree this could be coming very soon. It could come in June. It could come in July. Who knows? But it could be coming very, very soon. And so what will happen with that? Well, especially if the Ethereum ETF goes live, right? But the overall market is going to break out to new highs. And so in the meantime, here we are holding some of these meme coins. Guys, when this overall market cap blasts through $3 trillion, there's going to be so much money going around in every ecosystem, some more than others, right? Solana's way more money in Solana. Base chain, way more money in base chain than Cronos. And Ethereum has a lot of money in that as well, way more than base chain, right? So each ecosystem kind of has its own vibe going on and its own culture. And so it's important that we maintain the integrity of that culture. And that culture is going to be what people look at to decide whether they want to participate in that ecosystem or whether that is just not for them. And the attitude we're getting right now ain't a good one. So I'm here to tell you guys, turn it around. Spread love, not hate, right? That's what we need to do. Now, even though I don't hold this token or I do hold that token, doesn't mean anything, right? I'm doing my own research. I'm making my own choices. Sometimes those are good choices. Sometimes those are bad choices. Sometimes you end up neutral. And you guys can do the same. Anyway, a couple coins are moving up today. Celestia, Chili's, Dog with Hat, the memes, right? The memes are moving still. And if you look at what's going on, guys, and you understand what's happening is meme coins dominating crypto open interest charts, taking 4 out of the top 10 spots in crypto. Memes are hot. We're going to get back to that in a second. In terms of liquidations right now today, what are we looking at? Same targets we've been looking at for a while. I'm going to zoom out to 3 months just to get a better look at it. But we're still looking at, all these liquidations in the low to high 70s, right? A lot going on in there, and really less down here, but still some areas that we hit today. I told you guys yesterday, we were over here yesterday. I said, okay, we might get these liquidations to come. So that's exactly what happened. The magnets got attracted to these areas, and the liquidations came exactly as I talked about in my live stream yesterday. So no surprises there. Now I'm looking to see, okay, let's come back up and hit some of these levels up here back now towards 70K. These are probably going to get hit now soon. And then eventually we're just going to have that big breakout. And I'm looking forward to it. And then we can blow all these levels away and find some new ones in crypto. Okay. So little story for you today. Nothing to do with the memes, but real quick, Ryan Salami, part of the inner circle of collapsed crypto exchange FTX, sentenced to prison. Good for him. 7.5 years. Beautiful. Need to be responsible for your crimes. So get out of here. Okay. Also, Hong Kong SFC to carry out on-site inspections for crypto license applicants. Want to see these go through? We got the SEC who's losing power here in the U.S. Governments are getting more pro-crypto. I think we're probably going to see some more pro-crypto things happen in Hong Kong with this news as well. Okay. Let's talk about the memes. So memes are certainly hot, right? We are seeing this trend continue. This is the meme coin bull run, more so than ever before. And if you look at what's been going on, guys, Dogecoin hasn't really been pumping that much at all, almost. Shiba Inu had a good pump, but has totally cooled off lately. Pepe is the chosen one. Right now. It's up 26% over last week. It dropped to 0 recently, and we'll see if it can even drop another 0. Can it get to a $60 or $70 billion market cap? I certainly wouldn't expect it, but it is certainly possible. Pepe the Frog, very hot right now. And that is a new idea, a frog coin. And so what we could see is other frog coins, other dog coins, other cat coins. And then you hear of this weird blue guy, Brett, on the base chain. They came out of nowhere, right? Here you go. This one's going up. There's a lot of coins out there in crypto that are going up. You've got influencers that are making meme coins. You had the Ben coin. That one didn't go so well, but there was a lot of other issues that happened with Ben Armstrong. You got now other influencers creating meme coins. I don't think we're going to do that. I don't really like the idea of that. There's already too much going on in Cronos that I'm trying to keep up with. I can't juggle a meme coin. I don't want to do a meme coin. I don't think I'm ever going to do a meme coin. Forget about that. But Corgi AI, the first Cronos meme coin that broke $1 billion market cap. So the question remains is, can we see some Cronos memes break $1 billion market cap, guys? And I'm going to tell you, if this attitude continues in this space, it's going to be very difficult to see that play out. Sushi Satoshi, welcome back as a crypto reporter. Thanks for being a mod on our channel. You were an OG. Sushi Satoshi, a legend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the love, man. Good to have you join us. Get in the private Discord. Let's chat. If you guys want to become a member like Sushi Satoshi just did, you can do so down in the link in the description down below, and you get access to our private Discord. And so again, my question to you guys is, can't we all just get along? And of course, I'm talking about Cronos, because we've already had one meme coin that everybody got behind. There was not people hating on Corgi AI from my view, but there also wasn't as much excitement around it either. And for this point in time, we have got some excitement around the Cronos memes. So much excitement, in fact, that there is an insane amount of hate going around. And hate, which I hate to see. Positivity, gratitude, and communication. These are the 3 words that I love and I live by. So let's talk a little bit about some of the issues that happened. First up, David.Crow, the dev for the MERY token. Unfortunately, he got lured into a scam. And the $100,000 worth of tokens raised by the community, by the way, 50% of which was raised by about 3 individuals. One was Robin Hood, another was a large guy, another was David himself, who I think put $40,000 of his own money into that fund. It was stolen because they believed that they were getting an exchange listing. We've talked about that on this channel, and unfortunately, that's why I say nothing's financial advice. That turned out to not be the case. The reason being is because the leader of this community got scammed. So is it over? No, it is not over. He's right now in this Twitter space talking. We could tune in real quick and see how it's going. Let's just see how it's going real quick.
Because when we get to the top, there's a lot of eyes watching us as well, and a lot of scammer watching, a lot of people watching, and I have to deal with a lot of things as well. And I think everyone can under the stress under that one, and yeah, because I put all my like energy, everything for the past 4 week for building this project up, and I hopefully community can understand me that uh, seculating for the meme coin is the one the priority as well, but it's not always have to be like that. We can list it on 1 or 2 exchange, but that will be very good for the project already. And uh, so far,
So this is
I'm
the
gonna
main
announce
dev
this as well.
speaking on the issue.
So
Let's
later
listen.
on from now, I'm not gonna talk about any exchange listing because for the security purpose and for any information purpose as well. So there will be no asking. If community asking, they already know the question that I will not saying anything. I really like to say to the community and always explain everything to the community when they're asking. But for now, everything go because we in the last 4 weeks we got over like 4,000 people join the Discord, and it's going really crazy. I can't catch up everything as well, and also on Telegram I got like 1,000 DM over there, and on the Twitter either everything like booming, and I try everything under control with the team over there. We work and yes, that's it. A little bit of the information and how, about the centralized chain listing and everything. That I will not saying any information from now on. When it going to be list, it will be going to be list. And for so now on, we will working with the whole team, joining the whole process for the listing, and we even will get extra security layer for verification and everything. Even we have to contact the headquarter of the exchange as well. We will doing that before we sending any liquidity or any fund from now on. So that's why we can um make sure 100% the process will be smooth, no scam. It will be working great for the project. And currently, it is very good. So I hopefully community will understand about that.
Yeah, not for nothing. I mean, you can have a token that's got no anything and still get like you just announcing. Troops is getting grifted right now in his DMs. He's not even actually launching a token. He was just joking, and he's got people in his DMs asking him about it, trying to get in and slide and steal the money. He's not even going to generate from his thing. I mean, I think if anything, the thing that I would be curious about, David, and then we'll go to Alex and then Banksy. Like, do you feel like this is something that we've been talking about a lot? We talked about it honestly for the last few weeks, not even just because of you guys specifically, just in general. Like, do you feel like the centralized exchange listings is like that impactful of a thing? Because people seem to think it is. We talked about this yesterday. Like, I would argue that depending on the exchange, depending on how the token's set up, depending on how it's kind of moving, it's almost like a it's like what I would characterize as like a noob carrot in a lot of ways, where people think it's something huge and then it gets there and it's like, oh, not that big of a deal. And it's not even for ill intent. It's just like people think because they've heard from hundreds of people that, oh, if you get on a centralized exchange, it's it's the best thing possible for your token, but it may not be. Like, have you guys had that kind of thought process after what happened with Maxi and just like seeing the results, looking at the stats, all that kind of stuff?
So for my opinion, the centralized exchange did a little bit of job for the project to get reach more user worldwide and easier to buy the token. And with the Maxi team, we did really good in the first bay. They supporting me on the marketing, sharing the information over 20 accounts from around the world. We reach a lot of people as well. And uh, for me, centralized exchange helping the project to reach more potential user and potential audience to the token and to the project. And by that way, we can routing the user base. But in the other hand, sec list centralization listing can be another ways because some of the chain using the like they have their own market maker, so there are no much real user over there. They're just doing their own market maker for the listing purpose, on like the income room listing. I'm not gonna say with the chain, but some of the chain did that as well. And
Yeah, just to clarify on that, you're saying sometimes getting listed on a centralized exchange is a revenue generator for the token because you're arbing it based off of price, like correcting prices and stuff. So it's a way for the project to generate revenue without just selling the tokens.
yep, correct. So
Yeah.
we providing the liquidity, so and they can even pair with them USDT or whatever the pair is, and then they will running the chart leave to pair with the next price, and then the whole process will starting. That's it, what happened with the Maxi as well. So and
Fair enough. All right. Let's Alex, go ahead. We'll go Alex, Banksy, AB, and then Rico. Go, Alex.
Hey, I hope you guys hear me well. No, I just wanted to jump in and say hi to David, man. Keep it up. You would have to be strong in these times. It's not easy, but you can make it. I'm sure about that. I think the most important part is now that you should focus on the next steps, and being transparent with the community is the most important part that you can do right now.
I'm going to leave that at that. And so there's the head, Alex, who we did an interview with from Wolf Swap, talking to David there and just saying, you know, keep going, keep grinding, stay transparent. Transparency is key. Transparency is key. Now, let's talk a little bit more about this. So I put out a tweet this morning and talking about how I was holding my MERY. And, you know, I do believe that they are one of the best communities on Cronos chain. And by that, I don't mean necessarily the biggest. But in terms of communities, you know, just the culture is a nice culture. And, you know, Crow with Knife has been very strong. There's been others that have been very strong as well. Crow with Knife was the beginning of it all. But MERY came up, you know, and honestly, the meme to me didn't seem as strong. The ghost wasn't as funny or cute or whatever as a crow with a knife or like the mouse and the pasta per se, right? But the community is what got me in, and the community, even on this day, is still very strong. So what we were just listening to, guys, is the head of the MERY token talking publicly on Twitter today and coming out and explaining himself a little bit. He got asked, you know, are the centralized exchange listings the most important thing for a meme coin? And that is a debate that's an interesting one, right? You look at what happened with Crow with Knife when it got listed on crypto.com, and for Crow with Knife, when it got listed on crypto.com, it absolutely went to the moon. You can see this thing, here's the listing candle, and boom, it went up like, you know, 400% the first day, and then a couple days later, it went up basically like 7.5x from crypto.com. Well, MERY mystery token got listed on MEXC. Unfortunately, after MEXC, here was the crash. It crashed when it got listed on MEXC. So not every single exchange listing is going to mean a pump, right? More so, it's hype leading up to that exchange listing, and sometimes there's sell-offs, and sometimes there's big pumps after the fact as well on those exchanges. Some consolidations, you never know. But what happened here with the head of mystery, David, and, was this his fault, or was this intentional, or was this a mistake? How bad of a mistake was it? Well, it was a mistake. I believe that it was a mistake. That seems to be what everybody agrees at this point. And unfortunately, how could this happen? Well, it's not enough due diligence. And shout out to Ethan, saying, look, this boils down to poor due diligence. Ethan Burke, point out to you, my friend. Being the spearhead of an operation like this requires meticulous planning and discerning judgment. And unfortunately, David did make an error. You just heard, though, that he wants to improve the security features, improve the processes they do moving forward. And look, in crypto, I've made mistakes too myself. Many mistakes with my own personal portfolio. The difference is I'm not the head of a project. Nor do I want to be, because I wouldn't want that pressure on my shoulders. So then the question remains is, can MERY move forward? Will they move forward? And it looks like they can, and it looks like they will. But the thing is, guys, is we need to stop doing this game of pointing the finger and blaming and hating on that project, hating on this project, hating on MERY, hating on CAW, hating on them, hating on these guys, hating on this influencer, hating on that influencer, hating on this Twitter guy, hating on... That's not healthy, okay? Sometimes it's all good and fun, but it's not healthy, and it's not fun. I don't like it. It honestly, when I feel that, I don't really want to be involved in something that's breaking down and everybody's crying every day. I'm on every side, right? That's not the fun, right? Memes are supposed to be fun, right? They can be extremely emotional at times, but they're not fun. So transparency is key. Now the question is, guys, was he transparent? Now, here we go. You have one perspective. It's not about a mistake. It's about how you respond. And, here you go, calling out David.Crow here, saying, hey, he responded exactly how a leader would. Heck, better than most current leaders, which that's up for debate. But this guy supports David. Now, you've got other perspectives out there. And here's Earhart, whoever this is, saying kind of contradict your transparency word. The scam happened 2 days ago. And the guy only told his community today. What transparency are you talking about? Are you looking for liquidity exit? Well, I haven't sold any of my MERY tokens, and I don't intend on selling any of my MERY tokens yet. I'm a holder. I believe in the future of this project. But to respond to that comment right there, I believe there was transparency. Now, just let's put ourselves in David's shoes. You collect $100,000 from your community, 50% of which was collected from some of the whales, 40% of which was donated by yourself as an individual. Now you're sitting in a position where you think you're talking with some centralized exchanges, and you think that your token is going to get a big exchange listing, and so you talk about it in the Discord, you talk about it in your Discord, you put it on Twitter, and you think that it's going to happen. And then 2 days before the listing, basically right after you send the funds, and the funds are sent. Now, 2 days go by, and now you know that you accidentally made a mistake here. During those 2 days, you're sitting there and you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, what have we done? What can I do? I don't want this project to go away. Okay, here I am. And I don't know. I'm just speculating as if I was David. He didn't tell people right away. Let's call the spade the spade. He didn't say it right away. He was probably trying to avoid the coin from crashing. Unfortunately, when the news came out, it was inevitable that the coin was going to crash anyway, and it is crashing right now. But when I say crash, I mean retracing. It's not necessarily crashing per se, right? It's dipping big time today, but you never know where this is going to play out. Buyers could come back in, especially since he came out and he's facing the music today. But was he transparent? I would say that he was. Could he have been quicker? Yes, he could have been quicker. But in terms of transparency, he was very transparent. The lack of transparency comes from the time that it took him to make the announcement, but I can understand where that's coming from. Does that make it right? Not necessarily, but at the same time, he didn't want the project to go away. He felt responsible for everybody that donated. He wanted to see if he could recoup those funds. He's still trying to recoup those funds, and in fact, to try to make it all better, he ended up donating $100,000 of his own personal CROAK funds. He has his own wallet with his own money, and he brought $100,000 back into MERY to kind of try to make things right. And so he's trying. People make mistakes. Improvements are what we want to see. It sounded like you want to make improvements in this space. But what we shouldn't see as a community is this coin hating that coin hating this coin. Oh, it's your fault for this. Oh, it's your fault for this. I see the MERY community pointing fingers at CAW. I see the CAW community pointing fingers at MERY. And I myself, I've gotten pulled back and forth between these two, and I'm in the middle of this, I don't like it. I don't like it. So I try to stay positive. Let's just stay positive, my friends. Let's just stay positive. Ethan Burke says we shouldn't be hating on Cronos projects. We should be hating on Base. That's hilarious. Yes, except no. I support Base as well. I support DeFi overall. I do not like fudding any projects at all. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of fudding or hating on other creators unless I think they have ill intent. If somebody is out there and they're a malicious actor, then I have concern about them. I've seen some things out there. I've got some screenshots of some things that I'm honestly not trying to put out there from some things that people have sent me because I can't truthfully verify it for myself. I put out a message in my private Discord to some of the members, and even that, I don't have a high conviction on, what I'm seeing in some of these messages. And so just continue to keep your head on a swivel. You never know if somebody's trying to dupe you, if somebody's trying to scam you. You look at the leader of a successful meme coin like MERY, and he got duped. It happens to the best of us, my friends. It happens to a lot of people in crypto. It's happened to celebrities. It's happened to some of your favorite influencers out there. It's happened to some big exchanges in the past. There is a lot of ill actors in crypto. And so you just need to be aware of it. And that's it. And also don't invest more than you're willing to lose. But everything's down today. There's been some coins that have been ripping. I know Robin was doing very, very well. Robin's getting a cool off period today as well. Damoon, people were thinking Damoon was going to get a exchange listing from crypto.com. That hasn't happened yet, so that's trickling off. Certainly, the crypto.com exchange listing is the holy grail for the Cronos memes, and I think at any point when a token gets listed, whether it's this, that, the other, when they do get listed, there's just looking at what happened with Crow and Knife, it seems like there's going to be a big pump that comes with that. So if it happens, it could pump that individual token. And if that happens, when one token starts ripping, it could bleed into some opportunities for other tokens to pump as well. That's what we saw when Crow and Knife pumped. That basically led to the pump of the mystery MERY token. Guys, I'm still bullish on this coin. I think that David did a good job here. He's a regular guy from the sound of it. His accent is strong, so, you might think, oh, maybe this guy isn't, listening to him. Maybe it sounds like he's not sure. No, he's just, English isn't his natural language from the sound of it. You can't really be a dummy to create a project that's had such momentum. Did he make a mistake? Yeah, but, anybody that wants to hate on it and say, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. First of all, what did you tell us? Second of all, stop it. Don't FUD other people's projects, right? I mean, it's just not good to do, no matter what it is. Unless you know that somebody's got ill intent, then, by all means, we got to protect our communities. But I haven't been participating in pre-sales in any capacity unless it came from VVS Finance themselves. I have not accepted an ambassadorship from one single token because I'm just not going to do it. I've just seen how messy that can get. But I have talked with a legitimate project like like Wolf Swap, right? And I haven't gotten compensated by Wolf Swap in any capacity, but they're a real project, and I brought them on, and I talked with them, and the leader of that might be sending us a little gift. Maybe. I haven't gotten it. I don't know. He might be. I don't know. I didn't expect it. I didn't ask for it, and I don't want to do any of that. We're going to do sponsored videos from time to time, but if we do, we're going to put a little logo that says that it's sponsored. I want to protect my people. We don't do financial advice. Meme coins are fun, but they need to stay fun. And so let's not devolve into a cult. Whatever coin or community you're behind, all love. Unless your community has ill intent, then a little less love, okay? Then a little less love. So, again, the question of the day is, can't we all just get along? 82% of you guys say yes. 18% of you guys are sauerkrauts. And I still love you, and I hope your mind can get flipped. Italian beef tonight, by the way. I got Italian beef on the way. No Italian sausage. I got Italian beefs. Very exciting. Chase Bank just exploded in Ohio. What? Let's look at that. Oh, great Twitter space with Oscar Ramos earlier today. You guys should check it out. You'll hear a little bit more about the beef that's going on between some of the people in MERY and CAW. That's where the big beef is. I want that to go away. Cut it out, guys. Why can't we be friends? Somebody said that earlier, and that's in my head now. But I agree. So let's look at Chase Bank that just exploded, because really, we should be fighting the banks. This is crazy. I want to see what's going on here. All right, let's do this. Wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh, look at that burger with an ice cube. That's not what we wanted to see. Wow, look at this. That's crazy. All right, let's do a little Q&A. It is amazing to see that MERY is trending #1 still, and the volume right now is $4.3 million worth of trading volume today. That's pretty impressive, guys. Still pretty impressive. I'm still holding this token. Again, somebody accused me in the comments on my video from earlier today that I was trading on emotion. I didn't make any trades in the last month. So, no trades on emotion over here. Not today, at least. I've done it because I'm a person. I'm a human. Oh, Scawsome. Oh my gosh. $5 super chat from Scawsome says, thank you so much, Scawsome. I'm still holding MERY, being patient on all my plays regardless how slow things feel. Good things come to those who wait in a bull market. Yes, if you've done your due diligence, if you haven't invested more than you're willing to lose, and you pick a good one. And I like MERY still. You had an account hack and vandalism, man? Oh, Sushi, man. I missed that. That's horrible. Ethan says, nice cannot be the only thing to use to qualify an investment. No, I agree, right? You need building and you need activity as well. But nice is important. Rude and obnoxious wouldn't be good. Because then how are you going to find new users if, you're rude and obnoxious? And there's a coin that I'm not going to mention, and it's not MERY and it's not CAW, okay? But there's one coin on Cronos that I do loathe, and it is not a popular one. And it didn't become popular for a very particular reason. Because those people that are behind it, they're not nice people. They do have bad intentions, and I don't like them at all. And that's a belief, but I'm still not going to say the name, even though I have that belief, because I'm not going to give them a platform. And that's the way I believe it. I'm going to leave it at that. And maybe you can guess, but even if you guess, I'm not going to say what it is in the comments down below. Dog is looking nice today, Tennessee Eco Man. Pepe, got some Pepe fans. Sierra Marabella in the chat. Good to see ya. 77 viewers, 21 likes. Smash that like button. Thanks again for that super chat, Scawsome. That was a great comment from you, brother. Must be crazy, says, let the haters keep hating. We're strong. I agree. Haters mean strength. Crypto Keeper says, sorry, Kip, but there are a few I trust. What I've seen throughout the years, I treat everything as a scam until proven otherwise. And exactly, Crypto Keeper, that's exactly what you have to do. You have to treat it all as a scam until it is proven otherwise. That's exactly how it is. And that's exactly what David, you know, and the MERY team messed up, unfortunately. They were excited. I understand it, but unfortunately did make a mistake. And we all need to treat everything in crypto as a scam until proven otherwise. Everything. Advice that you get, you know, a link that you get sent to, a token that comes out that's being shilled to you, you treat it all as a scam until it's proven otherwise, or else you are going to get scammed at some point. Adam Trejo, I'll save you some Italian beef, my friend. We got hot peppers today. Yeah, Ethan, that space did get a little violent, but it's important to see that because Pickle guy, that was not a good. That conversation is part of the reason for this video today because I didn't like that banter, but it's important to listen to, and you'll hear some important information. You guys should go listen to it for yourselves. You'll hear some important information. And I don't know who that Pickle guy is. I think he's just a guy that just likes MERY. I didn't like his approach, though. You know, I thought that Joey Ho actually handled himself fairly well. I actually DM'd him. I said, you know, I appreciated that, you know, cool heads prevail. And so that was a good thing to see for Crow with Knife there. And, you know, and this Pickle guy has nothing to do with MERY in my mind, right? He's just a guy that holds. And if you're here, well, welcome. All love to you in the world. But, you know, language, I don't like it. I don't like that kind of language. We like to keep it PG here, which is why, Ethan, I pulled the message from you earlier. Sushi Satoshi did, because let's keep the language right. Let's be respectful. Let's share some love, not hate. And there was hate being shared on there. But the reason I called out that space earlier is because, like, there's important information in that space. And just things to kind of enlighten you. But here's one thing that I wanted to know, and I don't know the answer to this, but and it seems like the Crow with Knife folks knew that there was an issue with these potential exchange listings, and so it brings a bunch of questions up for me, and not throwing shade at Crow with Knife at all, so don't take it that way. But the question I have is, I wonder if the Crow with Knife fam, because I had them reach out to me and try to warn me. Unfortunately, I didn't see the DMs. And so shout out to all you out there that tried to warn me about this rumor of these exchange listings from MERY, which was supposed to be a fact. But unfortunately, obviously, the leader got scammed. So apparently the Crow with Knife fam kind of knew that this wasn't going to be legitimate because of the price tags, because of the qualifications needed for some of these centralized exchanges. So the question comes is, did they reach out to the MERY community to try to warn David? And if they did David... was he willing to accept their DM? Or are they really competing? And this is where, and I'm not throwing anything or anybody or nobody under the bus, because you know, maybe they did reach out, maybe they didn't, maybe they did reach out and they didn't accept it, maybe it was communicated and, you know, David still just went. I don't know what happened. But in that situation in the future, I'd love it if there was better communication and collaboration between the memes to just protect the overall ecosystem, right? And so maybe they did do that. Maybe they didn't, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's just so much beef that I'm not aware of, I don't know, or maybe it was a miscommunication, or maybe everybody just kept to themselves. But I would hope in the future that this can get more, you know, the communication can get better. Positivity, communication, gratitude, my favorite 3 words in the English language, and that's what I'm leaning on here. And so again, not throwing shade at anybody here, just wishing that the outcome could have been better for all parties involved, because now here we got like the blame game, and the blame game is not a healthy game. So let's just move on. But today, we're going to talk about it because it's happening still. So we're talking about it today. Scossum with another super chat. Thank you, Scossum, saying, I never acknowledge those that don't benefit my bottom line. But the one thing is true. I stay bullish on the crypto report and the fam chat and Discord. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you, man. Love that, man. Yeah, I mean, Joho, gosh, I wish I knew how to say his name. You know, he really did keep his chill. That was pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive because the Pickle guy was working me up. And I'm a MERY holder, and you know, but I didn't like the way he was approaching it. And I'm a CAW OG as well, but I don't hold CAW right now, but I'm rooting for everybody. I'm genuinely rooting for all parties. I even talked about it in my Discord. I got feelings. You know, I got suspicions sometimes on things here or there. But, you know, guys, I want it all to succeed. And honestly, some suspicions that I've had on this or that, the other thing, have been invalidated. You know, I'm not going to get it all right. So you always have to take what I say with a grain of salt, which is why I constantly give warnings. Constantly. Yeah, I'm a married man. That's right. And a baby on the way. I can't wait. I spent a lot of time with my niece and nephew this weekend, having a lot of fun. Threw my back out. It was great. It was great. But all the Cronos memes are struggling right now. So here's what we need to do, guys. We need to stay positive. We need to stay strong. Even the great Corgi AI is starting to slip today, right? Guys, gotta stay strong. Gotta stay positive. That's the only way. Galarga bought more. We got people trying to buy the dips. Test subject. I just don't have that one. I don't know. I've consolidated right now. The only two memes I hold on Cronos right now are MERY and Stuck. Both of them are hurting today, and so am I. But you're not seeing it out of me because I'm not panicking. I know what I got into when I got into the memes. And also, I'm playing with some bankers' money here. It's quite a bit of money, but I'm playing with the bankers' money, and I still believe in a Cronos meme season coming back. But we got to change our attitude, guys. We got to change our attitude as a community, and so constantly remind people to spread love, not hate. When you're in those discords, tell people to spread love, not hate. Stop being a bunch of dummies. Share some love, not hate. I don't know how many different ways I can say it. Or say it over and over again. Do Atheism just said, I made $35 on recycling cans today. Nice. What are we buying? Watcher Guru tweeted a video of the Chase bank explosion on X. Okay. Can I see that? Is that going to be a problem? Can I do that? Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. What happened? That's crazy. Mind-blowing. All right, guys, that's all I got. Look, positivity, gratitude, communication. I'm going to keep living by it. And if I can give you one recommendation, one piece of advice, it's to live by those words because they're great words. That's the only advice I can give you because I don't give financial advice, and you know that by now. All love, guys. Today was a day for the CROFam, a stream for the CROFam. We even listened to a little of that Twitter Spaces. Got to hear David speak for himself. They're increasing their security measures. They're going to keep moving forward. I want the entire Cronos ecosystem to keep moving forward, but there's no guarantees in crypto, my friends, and there's certainly no guarantees in memes, which is why we don't invest more than we're willing to lose. We continue to do our research. We keep our finger on the pulse. Get in those discords, participate in the community. Do you like the community? Do you not like the community? And as a whole community, as the CROFam, let's bring back that positivity, guys, because that's going to be the thing that gets that base chain movement, that Solana chain movement. You're going to want to see it because we got a bull market coming, and this is our chance. That's all I got, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time, folks. Peace. Much love, Crypto Keeper.